Let's bring in some reaction now. We're joined by Miyelani Mkhabela, who's Chief Economist at Antswisa Transaction Advisory. Miyelani, very good evening to you. Thank you so much for your time. Welcome to the late edition. How should consumers interpret the latest developments?
I think these are good developments for the country, mainly when inflation is easing down to a reasonable level towards 5%, and we are sure that in the next two sitting of the MPC, whether we look at a May MPC and then we look as well on the July MPC, inflation will be coming down closely to that 5%, which probably by end of the year we can see inflation to be below 5%. But I don't think the current year will reach a point where we are below the target midpoint, which is the strategic point where we can probably see the Reserve Bank cutting repo rates.
What about the ripple effect insofar as interest rate cuts are concerned? What's the likelihood of the central bank initiating these rate cuts at mid-year insofar as projections and forecasting is concerned?
There's no possibility about that now, because you are as well looking on the global markets where the expectation from the federal is to cut repo rates around July. So when you look at that, it could probably then affect, can affect other emerging markets and developing economies in the September and November, MPC domestically. So I don't really see such happening over mid-year, which is July MPC, but I can think of November MPC, highly likely on the January MPC, which is the time that we forecast a repo rate cut.
The economy is among voters' main concerns as South Africans head to the polls on the 29th of May amid the unemployment, the poverty levels and the sluggish growth. How long is this good news likely to last as we consider some of the influential factors, what's happening in the Middle East, the fluctuating price of petrol?
I think these are spillovers that are coming from COVID-19. COVID-19, the war in Russia, Ukraine, and now we have war at Palestine and Israel, which then it is again additional spillovers that are caused by Iran, which if that as well is not contained, we can probably see US trying to maybe assist Iran, and then that could as well escalate or make additional spillovers where Russia and China can probably be at the part to be looking at assisting their part as well. So complexity is
Okay, Miyelani, perhaps let's leave it there for now. And we do apologize to our viewers for the quality there, the connection breaking slightly. But of course, bringing us some reaction to the good news for consumers as the rate of consumer inflation slows in March. That was Miyelani Mkhabela, the Chief Economist at Antswisa Transaction Advisory.